Geek Out! Hey, and welcome to another Geek Out commentary. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
It seems like just yesterday we started our commentary series for X-Men Apocalypse.
Seems like months ago to me.
Well, you'd be more accurate. Because, yeah, man, here we are. We're wrapping up our commentary, our X-Men commentary for X-Men Apocalypse this week with X-Men Days of Future Past. Woo! Yeah, I'm Sam, by the way. Did we already do introductions? Yeah. Oh, I'm just having a stroke. Sorry, guys. I'll see you guys during the end credits.
Do you smell toast?
But, yeah.
That was so fucking funny, man. I'm Sam, by the way. Oh, did we already do that? And you looked over like this look in your eyes like, did we already do it?
You know, it takes me back to a couple of our first ones
it
where
does.
Sam would just go right into it, and then I'd be like, and I'm Chris.
Yeah. I thought that's what happened here.
Classic.
But yeah, so
classic
yeah, we're wrapping this shit up. It's the regular theatrical version, not the road cut.
Nope.
So, if you want the road cut, then just watch it your fucking self. Apparently, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what it is. But this is the version. This is honestly, it's my favorite X-Men movie.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Second
only to the Wolverine.
Yes, the one I missed out on.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Ultimate R-rated cut before?
Because that's the one we watched.
The Wolverine?
Yeah.
No, I never have had the chance.
Yeah.
Does it add like
You
a
can
lot
borrow
of?
it.
Does it add a lot of
okay.
like CG blood and stuff in it? Like,
There's only one extended action sequence.
Yeah, it's
blood.
the ninjas are like, it's like a 10-minute long sequence as opposed to like 2.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're just fucked left and right by a snowblower.
okay.
None of that sentence was made up, but this is obviously the direct predecessor to Apocalypse, and it really brought the original cast together with the First Class cast. So it was really cool to see those two worlds intermingle, and it's based off one of the best X-Men stories of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Isn't it only like 2 issues or 1 issue?
It's like 3 or 4.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
in my opinion, this is the first time I've ever seen the original cast actually act well in these films.
Even Hugh Jackman,
Oh, he's been stellar throughout them all, but I mean the
Patrick
rest.
Stewart,
Yes.
Ian McKellen.
Yes.
Okay.
Kelsey
Right.
Grammer. I will say that like watching all these again, my favorite Hugh Jackman performance is probably going to go with the first X-Men movie.
Oh.
Favorite Wolverine performance.
Least jacked Hugh Jackman.
Least Jack Hugh Jackman. But anyway,
Not oldest Jackman. Oldest Jackman is Last Stand. But yeah, Chris,
Do
start us
it.
off because this is a big one.
Yeah, so we're watching the Blu-ray, as Sam said earlier. It is the theatrical cut. We decided not to go with the road cut.
on loan for my dad.
Pretty unanimously, we were like, let's go theatrical.
Yeah.
I do recommend, though, if you ever do get the chance, do watch it, because a lot of them go out even better in the road cut.
Yeah. So there you have it. Check out the road cut if you feel like it. We're watching the theatrical.
The cool thing about the road cut is you get both on the disc.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. But so we have it. We have it all queued up, ready to go. Counters at 0 on the movie itself. I will give you a countdown and tell you to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
It's getting an extended cut, which kind of fucking annoys me.
Batman vs. Superman?
No, because they said that from Jump.
Oh.
Yeah.
The fucking Martian.
Is it really?
Really?
Yeah, like next month with 10 minutes more footage, and you get both versions of the film on the disc.
I mean, I did read the book, and there is a lot more of him just getting fucked over by Mars in the book.
Good thing I hadn't bought it yet.
Well, good for you.
I mean, to be fair, I think
Good things come to those who wait.
I think the movie did a fine job. I don't need a longer version.
Oh, I need a version, period.
Oh, there you go.
Like a version.
Hey!
Watched for the very first time.
Extended version
10 more minutes of footage.
on my mind.
Well done,
Give me
gentlemen. Well
all
done.
your Blu-rays.
Or laser discs if you're Chris.
I don't know why I did a pose. No one can see my pose. You guys aren't even looking at me.
New York City.
I'm back. Back in the New York groove.
It's nice to see
I'm
a
back.
film where they don't even, build towards destroying New York City.
Yeah, it's just already happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, look, it's like the Solar Sailor from Tron Legacy. Actually, it's more accurately like Terminator Salvation by the looks of it. They've got the M, which multiple man has.
It's Kobe Bryant.
What if it's
Retired
Bishop?
from the NFL.
It's that guy that can make people throw up that we see later in the movie as a kid. This is your Terminator sequence right here.
Did they crush a skull?
No, not the. I mean, those are just dead things. But there's a bunch of skulls. Like,
There.
yeah,
I think I saw this movie like back-to-back days, like twice. Like I really dug it.
So you watched it in days of future and past.
You could say it.
It would be dumb, but you could say it.
It's out there, man. Say what you will.
it's an X.
X marks the spot.
For God's sake.
They just wrapped season 2 of Blunt Talk.
Oh, they did have a season 2? Good.
Yep,
Do we know who that's supposed to be?
a dead mutant.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is the most comic
mutant,
booky of
fuck
the.
'em.
Yeah, they're still blowing their load on this pointless intro. Just say X-Men and save like a couple $100,000. We know all this.
Oh, this is how genes mutate.
Hey, yo, it looks exactly the same as the first one. There it is.
Metal.
Oh.
I feel like this is implying that they're engineered mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Sentinel.
Well, it's the Sentinel.
Oh,
skin
this
and
is the
everything.
Sentinels.
Because they use the.
See, we're getting something new, Jake.
Yeah, we're getting the same old tired shit.
You know, Matthew Vaughn was originally slated to return, but decided to do Kingsman instead.
Good for him.
Good choice. Good choice.
Both fine films.
Both fine films. I would say Kingsman. Oh, that just ended. I would say.
Oh, an X.
I think it does that all the time.
You think this is an X-Men movie?
I don't know. I will say.
Moscow.
No, I think it's a Russian movie.
I like.
Yeah, like Hardcore Henry.
Kingsman just a little bit more.
Kingsman's a lot more fun.
Yeah, as Sentinels rain in to fuck everybody up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the Kingsman sequel needs.
Yeah. I do love Wolverine's costume and like future Wolverine's costume.
I love everybody's future costume.
And we don't see Wolverine do dick really.
Yeah. The only action scene he gets is taking out Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, on accident. You have to have Hugh Jackman scream.
Well, yeah. I never liked that in the non-rogue cut.
Not Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, because it adds a ticking clock to an already ticking clock.
It's Colossus.
It's cool to see. I feel like Ellen Page is in enough stuff, you know.
No, yeah, she's really good. I like her a lot.
And the only other film, no, I've seen 2 films with that gentleman that's playing Bishop. He's also in Jurassic World. Daniel Cudmore. Isn't Colossus your favorite?
He is.
Now, would you say which Colossus is your favorite?
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Yeah, sorry guy in this and the
Daniel
other one.
Cudmore.
He got off for the role, I guess, to come back, but it was going to be found he was going to be dubbed, but hey, he's Russian, man. Oh, there you go.
Getting rocked.
Yeah. My thing with like
I love this blank stuff.
It is great.
And I like Warpath, even though all he is, as far as we know in the movie, is like the ability to track.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I guess jump around with adamantium knives.
Whoa.
Jump
Nice flip,
around.
bro.
It's like watching a Portal movie.
Uh-huh.
Oh, don't! You're teasing with my emotions, Chris.
Iceman cometh.
The Iceman cometh.
Iceman cometh.
And soon the Iceman will goeth.
Ooh.
He gets fucked.
Not soon enough for Josh because the fucking rogue cut he dies earlier.
Yeah, and it's such a better way, too.
They also explain in the Rogue cut how the Sentinels are able to find out where everybody is, because when they rescue Rogue, they track the X-Jet back to the weird Chinese temple.
I wish there was like a Colossus solo series. I know I'd probably be the only one who'd like read it, but I
like how all the Sentinels are like interfacing with each other.
Yeah. And they're like the Borg. They adapt.
Yeah, man.
And have a hive mind.
Yeah. So doubly like the Borg.
And they're machines.
So triply.
Triplies, believe it or not.
Ooh, girl.
Ouch.
Yeah.
God.
Well,
That just seemed wholly unnecessary.
yeah. He gets Colossus gets fucked up so hardcore in this movie. Well, there goes buy me a drink.
Did you enjoy that, Josh?
Take that, Jake from Animorphs.
I'm Warpath. Ah! Don't leave the portal open too late.
I look like the Winter Soldier.
They kind of, because we find out later in the film that they get their adaptive and changing powers from Mystique. And so that's why they kind of have this weird feathery thing going on when they
Hey,
change
Warpath,
forms.
track this.
Ooh.
I always thought that was a cool nod to the death of Wolverine in the comic, where he jumps at the Sentinel and it fries him.
Yeah, he gets fucked up.
And this is kind of like a episode 1 reference.
Yeah, I guess if such a thing exists.
Unfortunately.
Hey.
Anybody home?
Finn.
Roll credits.
It doesn't make sense to me that humanity's clearly fucked by Sentinels, but there's still humans hey, that we see here in Cerebro.
So just blame the mutants, I guess.
Yeah. Wouldn't have come to this if there was no mutants.
I mean, yeah.
China.
Oh, man. Now it's a Hong Kong movie.
X-Men Kung Fu Hustle.
You know what? I'd like that. Now, why do all the other countries, and by that I mean 2, get specific cities, but China is just China? In this desolate future, has China gotten rid of the city system?
I don't know, man. It's co-financed by a Chinese company, TSG Entertainment. So I don't know. Originally, Halle Berry was supposed to have more in the movie, but she was pregnant, so she doesn't get as much to do.
Is this her best hairstyle?
Beast mode.
I was a big fan of her Last Stand hairstyle.
I love the shorter hair and the white streaks. I just love everything about that Wolverine.
I like the hover chair, like the animated
super
series.
serious, yeah.
But no, the gray streaks was more serves two purposes. That for the production team, it shows the difference between past and present Logan. It also is a clear nod to the comic where he's got the
streaks,
gray streaks.
Wolverine's just so fucking badass, man.
Yeah, man.
He's just the coolest.
He's like my third favorite X-Man.
He's probably like my third favorite too, because Cyclops is probably number 2.
My number 2 is Nightcrawler.
He's a beast. Well, but Wolverine's kind of like Bohemian Rhapsody, where it's like everyone loves Wolverine, so you don't have to even say you like Wolverine.
Yeah,
it's just obvious.
It's like
and then he's intentionally dislike Wolverine just to go against the curve.
Yeah, look how special I am, guys.
he's almost like not. I mean, he's an X-Men obviously, but he's so big that he's just by himself.
Yeah, I
mean, all the Wolverine I've ever read has been outside of an X-Men book.
No, I mean, you've actually got all the Frank Miller shit.
Right, yeah. Such a great first cover.
The only cool vintage X-Men books I think I have are Dark Phoenix.
That's pretty good. How long did that run? How many issues is that?
Like 3. Okay. 3. I've got 3.
I like I don't remember which number it is for the Frank Miller Wolverine where he's like lighting up the stogie with the crossbow. Fucking awesome.
Do you like Peter Dinklage?
I do like Peter Dinklage, actually.
I do.
He's my favorite guy on Game of Thrones.
He was great in Elf.
You know what? One of the things, speaking of Peter Dinklage's character, one of the things that I actually do enjoy of from the X-Men movies is that they really have no sense of like we have to keep a strict continuity, because Peter Dinklage's character has been played by at least 2 different actors.
Yeah, like in Last Stand, we see a Boulevard Trask.
Yeah, and then things like I'm pretty sure Mystique is just all over the map especially with like First Class, and then this and what it looks like is happening in Apocalypse. We're just like, what the fuck?
Dead Dinklage. What's your favorite Dinklage? Dead. Acting. For this film, because she had such a bad allergic reaction to the makeup in making First Class, she actually wears a bodysuit this time instead of having to go through like a full makeup job like Rebecca Romaine.
And most of the time she also stays in clothing, so they don't have to apply much of the makeup as well.
Yeah, which is kind of how they skirt, like we said a couple weeks ago, how they skirted around it for First Class.
Or by just being
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. Homo erectus, not homo superior. Homo.
There's a scene in Ultimate X-Men where the government sends chromium, like they send Sentinels to kill Magneto, and he's like, you sent chromium machines to kill the Master of Magnetism, and that you wonder why we call ourselves superior, and just rewires them, kind of like he does in this movie. In the original treatment, Kitty Pryde was supposed to, like in the comics, was supposed to be the one that goes back to 1972. But Fox was like, or the writers and Bryan Singer were like, well, Hugh Jackman's clearly the marquee character, and he's around in 1972.
Yeah, whereas I feel like Ellen Page is probably too young to have been around in 1972.
Yeah. Serious Jackman.
I mean, we saw how well they did earlier, so
I do like the kind of like Far Eastern kind of vibe that we get here, though. Almost Big Little Trouble in Little China.
I mean, it is in China.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Somewhere
Who knows how big China is in this dystopian?
It's true. That's true. China could only be one city. It
could
could be China, the city.
It could be Little China.
Woo, doggy. Chinatown.
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown.
Chinatown, China City in China.
It's like New York, New York.
You go to like Beijing, you're like, yo, where's the Chinatown?
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm in Hong Kong. Where's Chinatown? Every big city's got a Chinatown.
I'm in China. I thought there'd be a Chinatown.
All towns in China are Chinatown. You think they have like a little America in Hong Kong?
If Simpsons is to be believed, yes.
I remember that episode.
Yeah.
I do not.
It's actually the one where they go to Tokyo. There's a little USA where everyone dresses up like cowboys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
there's a reaction that Hugh Jackman does coming up where like it just sums up Wolverine perfectly when he just screams, because like this dude's life is just pain, constant pain.
I like the idea that the adamantium coating his bones gives him a constant pain too.
Yeah. He'd be heavy as shit too.
It's
right?
heavy as shit. It's grinding against like joints. You know, Wolverine is constantly in pain.
And the little things too, like when the death of Wolverine, which I mean the art is supreme, Steve McNiven, and I actually think I enjoy it. It's fine, but like when his claws go back into his body, that would kill a normal human or normal person because of all the bacteria, and so how much is like his mutation is just constantly working. And of course, he doesn't listen and does it anyway.
This is our last stand.
And they all look at Ellen Page like, never again.
Go fuck yourself, Ellen Page.
We're retconning that movie out of existence here.
Yeah, they really
How dare
do.
you reference that film? You're gonna get stabbed for that.
Ooh.
Here comes.
I've never done this on a subject this old.
Yeah, shouldn't like Iceman
Have noticed that
or like freeze his arms down?
Shouldn't
Something.
he not have adamantium claws?
Well, no, he won't hear.
But
But he means like after the events of the Wolverine
he gets them broken off.
in the final fight
And
with
then
Silver
he just has-
Samurai.
Then he just has his bone claws.
I think there was a deleted scene where they explain that Magneto rebonds it to his like bone claws, but we never see it in the theatrical cut, so who the fuck knows?
It's
Yeah,
okay. This film's gonna retcon all that.
Yeah, that gets retconned too.
It's preemptively retconned.
Remember, and Jackman did the strategy for this film too,
Oh.
to look more ripped than usual, like to look all veiny. His secret was he just didn't drink fluids for 24
the
hours.
Jean Valjean
Yeah,
method, which made him really grumpy.
which fits the character.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those pecs. Look at those
He should have
pecs.
just done a whole bunch of push-ups before each take.
He
That's
probably
my
did.
secret,
Spells.
Professor. I'm always grumpy.
Doesn't Fox Mulder have a waterbed?
Yes.
Wait, everyone be quiet for a second.
We're going to hear Jake's boner.
I know what you're looking for.
Just wait a second. Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Originally, in the original script, he was supposed to have boxers, but Jackman was like, "No."
The
I'm
Wolverine,
I'm
doesn't
gonna
wear
be naked.
boxers.
yeah, he's like, in Australia, if you're next to a pretty girl, you're gonna be naked. And it's also probably just Bryan Singer or like Hugh Jackman being like, "Look at my magnificently formed glutes."
Good on you, Jackman. Good on
Look
you,
at all the
mate.
squats that I do.
Good on you, Hugh.
I don't need boxers. I'll just put on these.
Yeah.
Ever watch Pride of the X-Men, where he's actually the voice actor for Wolverine's Australian?
No, I heard about it though. I do like his reaction when he pops out his claws. He's like, "The fuck."
I like
Nice.
how they call him like Jimmy, because
Yeah.
at that point he's not Logan yet.
That probably like threw so many people off.
Yeah.
Good old Terminator reference.
Well, why?
And it continues.
All the Terminator, man. It's very clear it's with the like dead people city. Oh, they're bone.
I do like this.
He's got the same bullet pattern as Kenshin from Fist of the North Star.
Never gets old seeing the bullets pop out.
So, if he got shot in the head as this version of Logan, what would happen to him?
He would go through his skull probably.
Yeah.
Maybe he would have magic
It would-
mind
it
white
would-
bullets like X-Men Origins. Who knows?
It would take a little bit longer for his shit to heal because it didn't just ping off.
Keep your eye out for Chris Claremont and Len Wein.
Oh yeah.
I will not.
I met Chris Claremont once.
Chris Claremont is the guy that wrote Days of Future Past. Len Wein is the guy that co-created Wolverine.
He also created Swamp Thing, right?
Yes, he did. There he is.
There he is. Yeah. He gets a line.
And there's
Hey.
Chris Claremont.
He also created Captain Britain.
A tenth of a tenth of a tenth, also known as 1/1000th.
Which is, if you watched First Class, which I assume you did, Charles Xavier.
It's Funny coming from a politician.
Ooh.
Just in case you didn't know, there's Chris Claremont and Len Wein, like, over and over again.
It's a nice sizable cameo for him.
It is. It is.
Better than anything Stan Lee ever got.
Yeah, you get the one glance usually. Maybe he'll drink some poison soda.
Or get a line.
Or get refused access to the wedding of Reed Richards and Sue Storm.
Yeah. I think they said that happens in the comic book, too.
It does. Him and Jack
Kirby.
Kirby.
No, they'll fly.
He's acting the shit out of this.
All I have to do is look at the camera. Cool.
Where's, like, I want, like, the thing that bummed me out, and I actually did listen to some of the commentary you did for you guys for Wolverine Origins, and the opening was what I was looking forward to the most, where it's like 10 seconds of them going through all the different wars. I was hoping it was going to, like, spend time in each
flashback.
battle, each war, and just see the strain of, like, living through all these wars over and over again.
Especially Sabretooth's enjoyment of them.
Mm-hmm. I feel like, it doesn't, I mean, this isn't like it's an original thought, but, like, Wolverine lends itself to, like, the Vietnam era really well. Like a comic book, that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, like the Punisher.
Mm-hmm. Or the Civil War, too. I think.
Lucas Till.
Hey, why you look at me weird?
It's what always got me about the starting with First Class and moving into Days of Future Past and inevitably Apocalypse. This is supposed to be like 10 years after First Class.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, with Mystique it makes sense.
Yeah.
But with like Havoc or any of those motherfuckers, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing is, like, they're either dead or they're really good at using their powers now.
Yeah. Like they don't age. Like
yeah. And also
Apocalypse is supposed to be 20 years after First Class, and they don't fucking age.
Yeah. Also, Havoc served in Vietnam. Interesting.
One of the goggles is Toad, right?
One of them was the one with the goggles, yeah, like you were saying. And the leader of the squad is Stryker, who, as Chris pointed out, with all the casting changes, has been played by like 3-4 different guys.
I feel like there's been a Stryker in pretty much every movie.
The only X-Men movie without a Stryker is like the first one, and I guess the Wolverine. Okay, so there's like two, because we see his dad in First Class.
That's right.
So is this the Stryker that will eventually turn Wolverine into
Yeah,
Weapon X?
yeah.
Okay.
I guess I've said this before. I've never liked the transformation, like that little weird
Feather thing.
feather. Yeah, I've never liked that.
I don't know why that slow motion was necessary there, but fuck it.
Yeah.
The budget allowed for it.
Also, Josh Hellman, he's one of the war boys. Oh, I'm going to vomit. Oh, he's one of the war boys in Fury Road.
Oh, nice.
Now, what is he doing?
Knocking him out. I don't know.
Okay.
Originally,
I'm not Ray Park.
yeah. Originally, Josh Hellman, again, the guy that plays Stryker, was supposed to be Juggernaut, because originally, before Bryan Singer decided to have Quicksilver in the movie, which is why he's only in there for that one scene, it was Juggernaut that breaks Magneto out of the Pentagon.
I see he's got control over his abilities without any harness.
It's been 10 years.
So to speak.
Did you guys see the post-credit scene for The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Because that was it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Because that was part of a contract dispute with director Mark
That's
Webb.
right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
And so, to resolve it, just for the theatrical release, it doesn't exist on the home video release, you get that one scene in the end credits of The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I remember being like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
you meant-
These are two different companies.
Okay, I thought you meant like the one that tied to the actual film, not the one for this.
Not the Shazam secret scene, which shows all the members of the Sinister Six.
Right.
Why does she have the same clothes?
It's a dumb transformation.
You're a dumb transformation.
They're all thinking. You can tell they're all thinking about it. Like, why did that happen?
Except for him. He's just going with it.
I thought she broke his arm. Or maybe there was someone else. I'm so confused.
He wants to say fuck. It's on the tip of his tongue. You can say it.
Can say it once?
Damn it, McAvoy's already got it for this film.
That's right.
He's just thinking it so hard.
Question fart. So did you just shut the fuck up?
The inquisitive fart.
Oh no, it fell.
Mr. Your sign fell down.
Hey, mister, pick it up, please.
Look, there's an X in the hedge.
Yeah.
Mister, you got X's everywhere.
Hey, oh boy.
This must be the spot.
Yeah, I've got a strange feeling this is supposed to be an X-Men film.
It's more X's than hidden Mickeys, man.
Woo! Because there's none. You're not Beast.
I want to be in Fury Road as well.
Ooh. I do a lot of dick slanging, though.
Yeah,
Centuries of it.
Wolverine sadly proved he wasn't.
Wolverine, like, in this body, like, being transferred back, must feel like he's floating, compared to being covered in adamantium. He's just like, yeah.
Must save a fortune on gas.
Except getting shot probably hurts a lot more.
Yeah, because it goes through maybe more.
Breaks bone instead of just bouncing off his rib cage.
True.
He's got the stress-induced beasting out.
This is dumb right here.
Being
Prepare for
beast mode.
dumbness. Look at this.
If this
Dumb.
was a proper Marvel film, we could have said he was hulking out.
If only it were a proper.
Ah!
He kind of looks like the Wolfman if he
Yeah.
was like blue.
Acts like it too.
Yeah. Kind of moves like Benicio del Toro.
Why can he walk? I mean, I know why he can
Yeah.
walk, but why?
The magic serum that rewrites his DNA also apparently rewrites his spine. McAvoy found it pretty. He was like, "I get to be." What he found interesting is that in this film, as far as we know, it's Xavier at his lowest point.
Friends is a loose term.
Hey,
They're friends in the
Iron Man and Captain America were friends.
You had a friend in me.
So was I. That's almost funnier than peen. That fart noise you make. Peen. Can you say peen and then make the fart noise?
Peen. Give Jake the old 1-2 peen inquisitive fart.
Oh yes. It's like the fart that like kind of like peeks in the door to be like, has class started yet? Nope. All right, I'll be back later. Yeah, exactly.
Hello?
Hello? No? Okay, good. I did do my homework. We've all been there.
Inquisitively farting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my favorite fart.
And we saw 10 seconds of it. Just a Netflix series where it's just like, because he starts in what? Does he start in the Revolutionary War? I can't remember.
Starts in the Civil War.
Civil War. Oh, that'd be so cool. Just each one. He fights with Stallone's character in Victory because he's Canadian.
Matthew Vaughn's proposed opening was that Magneto controls the magic bullet that kills Kennedy. They still have it linked to it where he tries to stop Kennedy's killer. But that was Vaughn's original opening for Days of Future Past.
He was so excited to say that line.
He was. I also like that Wolverine calls him a little shit.
Yeah.
Because he is a little shit. Have they made Wolverine like bigger in the comics since Hugh Jackman? I feel like he's like not like a little runt kind of guy anymore. Not that that's a problem or anything. But
Yeah, I mean, they certainly kind of built up his stature, sure. He's still like shorter than...
yeah.
I remember John Cassidy with Astonishing X-Men drew him visibly shorter than
Mm.
everybody else.
Yeah. I'm just trying to the most really honestly recent like Wolverine thing I read was The Death of Wolverine, and he seemed he was normal size. I mean, he wasn't 5'3". It's a great scene where he's talking to Mr. Fantastic.
He's just a giant adamantium blob at the end of
Yeah.
it.
I like the sacrifice he makes in it. Like I remember people were like, "Oh, it's fuck him," and I thought that was like a nice thing. But yeah, he is just kind of this like adamantium
They're not
blob.
they're not even subtle. It's a clear allegory for like drugs.
Yeah,
Like it's
Yeah.
not just a serum. It's like, nope, you gotta shoot up, man.
Yeah.
they just here said that he alters the serum that he takes to suppress his ability for Charles.
Still don't understand
Yeah.
how that makes his legs work.
The idea is like our point of contention is that it's a physical ailment, not a genetic ailment that keeps him from walking.
Yeah.
Like we just straight up saw a deflected bullet hit his spine in the previous.
Yeah, it's not psychosomatic. It's literally he got shot in the spine and he no longer can walk.
He's not actually looking at that picture because earlier that picture.
Well,
just,
maybe
like,
they're
facing
taking a
the
cue
wrong
from
way.
the animated series. That island or that place where his abilities didn't work, he could walk, if I remember correctly.
Was it the Savage Land?
I think so. I just remember one episode arc where he didn't have use of his abilities, but he had his legs back.
I feel like there was something going on in
kingdom.
Oh yeah, in my kingdom.
So that's what they may be doing for
that.
this one.
I feel like there was something weird going on with that. Like it wasn't actually real, though. I mean, I might be wrong. It's been a long time since I've watched the animated series. Is the whole thing on Netflix yet?
They took it off.
I
Like
remember
they
there
lost
was like
the license.
I remember
Maybe it's
there
on
was-
Amazon.
Yeah. I remember it like came out on DVD, but you could only get like the Dark Phoenix saga.
Or Night of the Sentinels.
Yeah, but like you couldn't get the whole series. It was just chunks.
That was the opener. Yeah, 3 episodes.
Did you ever watch the Fantastic Four animated series and Ghost Rider shows up and takes out Is it Galactus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Galactus with the penance stare and just drives away. He doesn't like wait to talk to anybody. It's fucking awesome.
But yeah, the original breakout of Magneto, it was a young Juggernaut doing it. And then they were like, "Hey, let's get Quicksilver out before Marvel can." Okay.
Oh, looks like you can buy it on Amazon, but it's not, and it's streaming, but you pay for it.
But not Prime.
It's not free with Prime.
Okay.
It's $1.99 per episode or $14.99 per season. 5 seasons. Ooh, season 5 is only $8.99.
What's that?
Never heard of it. I might buy this. I've been meaning to rewatch it, and I don't want to spend $100 on the DVD on eBay.
That's like the precursor to I like those shoes. Is that a new scarf? That's nice. That's a little hint, guys. He's not all we think he is. Oh.
I want a painting of me making somebody be able to walk.
You got it, buddy. Birthdays are coming up. I'll get Steve McNiven to draw it for you.
Awesome.
I mean, like...
It almost looks like he's taking the
it's like-
prosthetic
yeah,
leg away.
I mean, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here with that. I mean, come on.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah, he's like going, no.
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 You know what
She's
she
like,
is.
please, give it to me.
I was like, folks, you see this leg? She will never fucking have it.
Yeah, it's the mutant's fault. Oh, cool. Is that a new scarf? It's nice.
Is that a sentinel looking right at me?
It's nice. Like those
What a
shoes.
weird way to...
Is that an
I
autopsy
do
report?
like that though. Like I
It's
wish I could
nice.
have that. Wouldn't that be cool if you had your laser just like that?
I would.
Yeah.
Sam, that's what I want for my birthday next year.
I'll
I don't
get
know why you,
I'll
but
get to building.
yeah.
I got Steve McNiven drawing you
Hey,
that
look,
photo.
it's Jason Fleming. Was
Yeah.
Jason Fleming.
Dud.
It's nice.
Hey, look, it's Zoe Kravitz. Was Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
My transformation speed varies dependent on need.
Yeah.
Adrenaline.
Oh, no, I was just
No.
looking at the portrait of me keeping the prosthetic leg from that little girl.
I just really like that scarf. It's nice.
It's weird that when she transforms, her tears stay.
They never have to do that ever again in a fucking
I
X-Men.
think-
They never have
just
to do
in
that.
case you didn't know.
Like we've known it twice already. They don't have to do that. And you know what? If the people are confused, then fuck them. They're stupid.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck them. Wolverine. It's not fucking around when he's
Impatient
knocking.
Wolverine.
Yeah. Instead of Uncanny X-Men, Impatient Wolverine. Drawn by Steve McNiven. Written by whoever the fuck they want.
The variant covers by J. Scott Campbell.
J. Scott Campbell.
And
That's a nice touch right there.
Yeah, that is.
Now, in the time
And
of
Scotty Young.
coming to that
Oh,
door, he has already flashed past our eyes. We just haven't seen it.
Who do you prefer as Quicksilver, Evan Peters or Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Which one's which?
That's Evan Peters.
Evan
Him.
Peters.
I like Aaron Taylor Johnson a lot as an actor, but I got to give it to this gentleman.
He's fascinating. Whoa.
Chris Leave.
I'm the Barbara Dunkelman of this podcast. And I'm okay with that. The video game would not be able to keep up with him.
Yeah. You know, he's also in American Horror Story.
He is.
At least the first season.
Yeah.
No,
He's
in a
also
couple.
in Kick-Ass.
Oh, yeah, I think he is in Kick-Ass, yeah.
With the
Along
other
Aaron
Quicksilver.
Taylor Johnson, yeah. Show him, and he cuts his arm off like Terminator 2. It's so...
If he still had his adamantium,
Why
he
is
could do that.
Why is he doing it slow? It's got to be painful now. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid, I would think.
Emphasis.
The
True.
bone claws are pretty gross.
Saying what everyone's been thinking ever since he saw it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Wolverine's jacket. Is this the coolest Wolverine jacket over Origins?
Not Sam's Wolverine jacket.
It's pretty cool, but I think this one might take
This
the
one
cake.
wasn't on sale at JCPenney.
That one doesn't exist anymore.
Had to get so close to the mic to let us know.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. I wanted to hear every letter.
I had to make sure that people fucking knew why I don't have this Wolverine jacket.
This is just a standard jacket, in my opinion.
Standard.
Ooh.
Standard.
Sam's Wolverine jacket's more iconic than this one.
To be fair, I like Sam's Wolverine jacket better than any of the jackets that even Wolverine himself wears.
Is it the stripe? Is it the stripe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like Dean Ambrose's jacket.
We're gonna fuck.
with duct tape.
That would be the worst
Isn't
job.
that how
being
you
just
do?
Standing there, in that position.
Only if they ask nice.
Oh, fuck asking.
Ooh, whoa, whoa, sir. I'm gonna strike that from the record. I'm not gonna strike it from the record. It's too much work.
How many podcasts do you listen to and they're like, we're going to edit that out, and they never edit that out? I feel like it's like every Gilbert Gottfried podcast I listen to.
It's every episode.
And they edit stuff out from there, too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Can't remember the last
They
time
said
I
the
edited
episode.
anything
They
out
said
from
the
this
episode.
podcast.
The episode they had to
That I
edit.
actually do.
They said the episode they had to edit the most was the Gary Busey episode
Yeah.
because it was just nonsense.
Who was it? Dana Gould was on an episode of James Bonding, and he kept making fun of them for not editing things out because Dana Gould edits everything, and it's like a well-structured show by the end of it.
I was watching Harmontown, the documentary where he gets drunk on moonshine.
Yeah.
And
Did you
he's
see
like,
me?
I didn't. No, I actually hadn't finished it yet.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I was
about
looking
halfway
up to the
through.
point. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Wolverine has to duck down.
This is cool.
I like how they very tacitly imply that Magneto is Quicksilver's father, like he is in the comics.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the? Don't they in the latest trailer for Age of
Yeah.
Apocalypse?
Yeah,
They flat
just,
out say it.
Yeah, they're just like, he's my father. How? Well, my mom, not that, or whatever.
Yeah.
He says Magneto's my dad. Nice hat, bro.
Very inconspicuous.
Yeah, that's
Well, that
hipster
would mean the
status.
little girl we saw at the house is
Scarlet Witch, but they said that it's not. I think it's to cover their ass because
Yeah.
it would make perfect sense that it is. But if they were twins, that wouldn't make sense, right? Well, she's like younger by like a lot.
I mean, as long as they're the same height.
Oh, that's right. Shut up, Magneto.
Yeah, Spider-Man. No? No? Okay. I do like this use of, slow-mo.
That makes sense. Like the use of it here.
Yeah. I love how he runs around the kitchen.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
That scene's great.
that's I think the marquee scene from this movie.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I also like that this is the Bryan Singer movie, like X-Men film, that takes itself the least seriously. Like it takes itself more seriously than First Class, but it has more fun.
Yeah. And there's no, and you're Magneto scene.
Right there, Magneto's
And
thinking,
that's it.
shit.
Who did I bone this time?
Money shot.
You paralyzed me. I got better.
Deep cut.
Hmm.
I do like that Fassbender kind of heightens his received pronunciation accent, so it's a bit closer to Ian McKellen's than it was in the First Class. No. I think a bunch of people were like, hey, Jim Croce's Time in a Bottle would play in slow motion. And it's like, I know.
Not if he has a sped up version of it.
How fast, though, would that be for this? He has no teeth anymore.
Yeah.
Or lower jaw, for that matter.
He has no head anymore.
I like the bullets hitting droplets of water. He also has... His lower jaw is dislocated.
Pretty cool, right? You won't see me for like the rest of the movie, but pretty cool, right?
At least we get him in the next one.
Yeah, that awkward scene where he's like running right at the camera.
Yeah. It's got an X on the plane. It's an X jet. Ooh.
I remember, I think it was Cracked. They had an article and they were like, why would he say that? Like, if any, obviously he says it because it's like a joke for the audience, but why would that be something he would think of?
Yeah.
He controls metal. He's got it on the mind.
No, I mean, like, but it's just clearly in there to be like, hey, because it's metal.
It's a meta joke. It's all
like
the
Magneto
audience
does it with
cares about.
everybody. He just like walks by. He's like, hey, imagine that was metal.
Imagine if your dick was metal.
Yeah, imagine that was metal.
That's what Eric's thinking right now. Just how does that happen?
No, he's thinking, imagine if your treatment was metal.
Imagine if your spine was metal.
Your legs? Harder. No!
I abandoned my boy. I abandoned my child.
He caused you to get shot in the spine, and yeah.
Don't look, just fly.
Imagine if this plane was metal. It is! Oh, good. Why is Hank dressed like a 50s sailor in like his Class B like striped shirt?
70s, man. You can get away with looking like a member of the Scooby-Doo gang because they're at their prime.
Yeah. I like how during that whole sequence Logan holds on to the thing that's most important to him, his cigar and ashtray. You know what? He's probably fucking loving this because he's like, I can fucking smoke anywhere.
Wait. There it is.
Mm. I'm a survivor.
Look away dramatically.
Oh, not France?
That was Stop in the Name of Love for all you guys out there.
Oh, was it?
No,
Yeah.
Paris is Paris. Paris exists outside of France.
There is a Paris, Texas.
Mm-hmm. Which is where what's-her-name goes to during Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Watching Jennifer Lawrence speak Vietnamese is probably the highlight of my day. Not because I find it erotic or anything, just because you'll see it in a second.
I don't know about you. I find it quite erotic.
Sam, what was that you were saying?
Are you aroused?
Maybe.
Which color?
Quelle couleur?
I think it only came in one color at that time.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I may be wrong.
Who knows?
Probably am, but
Again, fucked if I know.
yeah.
and they're very clearly not showing the label of the bottle either.
Even
Even though he name dropped it. Guys, we got the name, but we don't have the rights to the bottle. So don't show the bottle.
put the bunny in.
I can be anyone you want.
Was that a rhetorical question or? But he doesn't die because they've established that Bolivar Trask is their first kill. They go out of their way to show that he's still alive in a second. Maybe not out of their way, but they make it clear. He draws breath.
The colors were introduced between the years of 1906 and 1909. So,
What year does this take place?
1973.
okay, so it's understandable that they don't have colors yet, you know, because math.
I'm a recovering alcoholic, Charles.
But they did have the square bottle at that point.
And that's what's important.
No, because I was in Wanted, and I could curve bullets there.
That's a dumb line. I always thought that was stupid.
That
wonder what-
JFK was a mutant.
Yeah.
I wonder
just
what his
get outta
mutant
here.
power was.
Shutting down the CIA.
Lots of sex.
Convincing people to go to the moon.
Yeah.
We did it.
Did we?
Yeah. That's the one conspiracy theory, just like at face value, I'm just like, yeah.
No, that's a mutant power too.
The ability to go to the moon. Neil Armstrong.
And Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
And
And several other people.
yeah.
All mutants.
At least 24 other people. Probably 36.
But not Jim Lovell, as shown in Apollo 13.
Sorry, Tom Hanks.
The only
I assume
human.
that was Tom Hanks' character.
Yes.
Yeah. The only human of the entire space program.
And they don't go to the moon.
Technically, Michael Collins only orbited the moon.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck him, right?
First mutant to get that close.
Ooh.
Eric, you don't get it.
Not if we days of future past.
This shit.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I'll edit that out. No, I won't. Mm. Do they have a casino?
Does it come with cheese?
I will say that I think they it's cool in limited doses, but the
Stock footage?
the archive style cinematography wears its
news
welcome.
footage?
Yeah. The Super 8 style.
Super 8. My dick! And he just whips it out and gavel bangs everyone.
That's not how you say it.
My dick.
It looks like a baby monitor radio.
Or
It
an
does.
organ.
What?
It kind of looks
What?
like a kidney.
Yeah.
What?
I think that's what he meant by organ.
What? Drop the bass. Drop the bass.
I like how he doesn't even have to get closer. He just has to point at them. It's really good English.
Unless you program him to.
Batman.
I'm going to do this weird acrobatic kick thing that I always kind of have to do. There. And then you get one. And you get one. And I'm just going to duck. Oh, no, you get one too.
That was the Black Panther kick. Sweet. Trask, or not Trask, Stryker, you suck. Oh, damn. I love that. It's going off like crazy.
He's just got O face going.
Yeah.
All mutants.
Yeah. All mutants.
Mutant friend?
Mutant and proud.
This is where he...
Loses his shit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Brian Cox, the actor.
Not Danny Houston, who was actually in the prequel.
That's a badass shot. I think it was in the trailer.
Yes, it was.
Look at him hold that gun like he knows what he's doing. What a beast. Not him.
Not the actual beast.
Not the actual beast. You can't say that in these movies.
No,
Like
at
when
this
Wolverine
point,
showed up, I was like, what a beast. And I was like, ah, shit.
why is Logan having like mental snafu
He
from seeing
sees-
Stryker?
He's seeing Stryker, and he's seeing Stryker kind of reminding him of his Weapon X stuff because he's doing
Trailer.
the same like physical shits.
Right, but I mean, this is future consciousness in this Logan. Wouldn't this one have already been well past coming to terms with?
I
Yeah.
imagine everything's kind of blending together,
Yeah.
and it's just messing with him.
Yeah. Not to mention his mind's like Kitty was saying, his mind would already be fragile with all this.
He's gone. We lost him. I think there's a great moment where Xavier realizes what's happening. If I remember correctly.
Trask out.
Yeah.
Put those asses in the air. Cool. We need more Super 8 footage.
That's not even like de-resed. That was literally just a cropped film.
Oh.
Quick, we need
scene.
Rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Magneto.
Timely
Oh.
as always.
Now you want to restrain him.
This is badass, like pulling her with a bullet stuck in her. Pop goes the weasel. Raven.
Is this supposed to be about where like Rogue takes over for a hot minute?
Yeah, basically they notice that Kitty's like struggling, so they rescue they find out that Rogue is being kept in Cerebro back at the X Mansion. a very genuine reaction. And so yeah, they go and rescue him. Iceman dies in the process, but they bring her back and she fills in for Kitty.
Yeah, Bobby's supposed to be the one that notices the bleeding, isn't he?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting that it all happens in real time for both timelines.
Yeah, I never quite got that.
I mean, it's kind of like Bill and Ted style. How like basically they don't ever explicitly say it in Bill and Ted, but you always live, you have like the whole day, so it's always the same time of day ish, no matter which you just have control of what day you go to.
Yeah.
Although this clearly, or at least I would assume so, he's spent more time in this day than, or in the past than they have been sitting there in the future. Great spot for a Stan Lee cameo.
Just like the Wolfman.
God,
Jesus, he's still going.
Well, I mean, he's the one controlling the electricity, and while he's shocked, he's all of his muscles are contracted.
Yeah. But still. Sleepy Wolverine.
The best Wolverine. Wouldn't it be great if those were covered in metal?
Yeah.
Yeah. If only they were metal.
Yes, I am Michael Fassbender.
Yes, I have a giant peen. Trailer shot.
I just love how like nonchalant.
Yeah, he's
it-
like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. We need more
What did he push away?
belt
There's-
They're
buckles.
belt
Some
buckles,
metal
they're
or
badges,
something,
guns.
bullets,
Basically all the metal I'm sure
GX.
they had on them.
My favorite, I think my
Yeah.
favorite my favorite Magneto shit is coming up.
Now,
I am not a monster.
for Beast there, does Magneto have to be thinking about that metal constantly, or has he bent it that way permanently?
I think he had bent it permanently and just left.
Yeah.
He's like, is he restrained? Cool.
I
Should
think
we
you
have
can
done
see,
this
like, under his
from the
veins.
beginning when we saw his claws shoot out? Probably.
Like, good, because we had like no other plan B.
Yeah. We do
In this cut.
in an alternate cut.
That's so Raven.
That's so Raven.
Did we actually make it through First Class without making a That's So Raven?
Probably
joke, or am I
not.
just forgetting? It's been a while.
I want to say
Check
We
the tape.
didn't. Like we did make a
I-
That's So
you know what?
Raven reference.
You know what? I'm quite confident that I made one.
Yeah.
At least.
So does that mean the Vietnam War just kept going? And is that the worst movie Nixon ever?
No, actually, it's Watchmen.
Okay. But does that mean the Vietnam War kept going? Because that was the Paris Peace Accords of 1973, where we technically end the war with Vietnam.
Ooh.
That explains the gap in the tape.
Hey, dogs. Hey, let's stop having fake Nixon in movies.
Yeah, let's have real Nixon.
Man.
I don't think he's doing anything these days. He's just being dead, right?
Yeah.
Just stop having like prosthetic Nixon, because like out of all the presidents, ridiculous.
How
The
how
prosthetics.
did
I mean, Christ
how
Almighty.
did he get all the way there?
You know, and there's
Bolivar Trask, is he a can he teleport like Nightcrawler?
Yes.
Well, you know, in this day and age, news traveled really slow. This could
And
be
the
weeks
Concorde
later.
was still in service.
Yeah.
That's literally the entire reason why I'm in this film.
That one question. I'll take my check now.
Wouldn't it be great if they were metal?
Looks at those dogs. If only they were metal.
X-Men, Days of Future, if only they were metal. Everything's built from a space-age polymer.
Remember, we've been to the moon multiple times at this point. They have space-age polymers. Shit, I'm in this meeting too.
He made it there too.
He can also teleport.
As long as you're in physical contact with Nightcrawler. Frema.
Not only can I change my face, but I can change my ability to speak languages.
I still think Vietnamese is the best, though.
Oh, yeah.
this is so cool.
I mean, yeah, I guess I can understand changing the vocal cords for like accents and things like that, and male, female speech, but
Yeah, but
whole languages?
that requires knowledge,
Yeah.
and knowledge is power. We don't know anything about DNA at this point. See?
Well,
Really
that
quick.
was.
Imagine if it was metal.
What if she had just stayed as the bum interrogating him?
That'd be great. I'll suck your dick, man. I seen it in shame. I seen it.
Sing me
I
a
don't
song
have
about
that
how you
mutant
love
power.
me. I love you all.
Oh yeah, from Frank.
Mm.
That's great.
Wouldn't it be great if like there's a deleted scene from one of these X-Men movies that he's in where he's, instead of putting on the helmet, like the Magneto helmet, he puts on the Frank mask? I want X-Men Apocalypse to be done completely in
Age
the
of Frank.
Yes. And
I'm sure someone's photoshopped
someone
that.
make a Magneto helmet to go around the Frank mask. I'm going to do that tonight after you guys leave.
So have I.
Ooh, like that movie This Is War?
This Means War with Tom Hardy.
And Chris Pine.
Yeah, and the other one. Or yeah, Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are you the hunter or are you the huntress? I need to
Kill them all. Change.
Well, to be fair, he did kill a lot of Nazis to get to the one guy.
Victor Hugo.
Fuck them, they're Nazis. Yeah, there's a lot of places in Paris that are named after, like, Victor Hugo and Alexandre Dumas.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange place.
L'Enfant Plaza. He's been off the sauce.
I need it. How is there another hour in this movie?
I don't know. I like you, but I'm tired of shit.
Because the treatment affects my DNA.
Yeah, but imagine if his DNA was made out of metal.
Ugh.
If only they were metal.
It's a stupid line, and we're going to use it over and over again so you realize how stupid it is.
So how stupid is it?
It's fucking retarded.
If only it was metal.
Can we make...
It's just such a nonsense thing for him to say.
Yeah. Can we make like a cover album of like metal songs, but have them not, have us not perform them in a metal way?
Stripped down.
Yeah, so that like an acoustic metal album or something like that, and call it "If Only It Were Metal."
If only they were metal.
No Look Lizard Stomp presents "If Only They Were Metal."
I love that it's still No Look Lizard Stomp.
City Miles.
Mm.
I don't inject this shite in me.
Cold turkey it is. And can you hold my dick as I pee? Because for some reason, even though I have full use of my arms, because of the paralysis, I need you to hold my dick.
Sounds like you're choking on a dick every time you say.
You gonna take it? We gonna take this dick.
Hey, if that one can't hover.
Other things that our scientists can't handle yet.
Yeah.
I need a whole body.
Skin, fingernails,
Nipples.
boogers.
Eyelashes.
Digestive juices.
In 7 years, he'll make my wife power drill her forehead. As evidenced in X-Men 2.
X-Men United?
I'm so envious. I want to kill them all.
God. Oh, well.
He's got the most fucked up logic. It's like, I want to fight the evolution of the human race by exterminating it. I mean, that's at least how he made it sound there.
His big thing is, like, I don't want us to become, like, obsolete, so I'm going to take out the, they're going to supplant us if we're not careful.
I mean, with his mind and his technology, he could, in essence, evolve himself forcefully, probably.
If only these...
Lex Luthor could cure cancer if he wanted.
Yeah. He could take Raven's DNA and apply it to himself. If he says that her DNA holds the key to the mutation.
We all saw what happened. Trailer moment. We all saw what happened to Hank when he tried that.
Yeah.
He X-Men evolved.
I don't think Trask would care if he turned into a big blue furry thing as long as he made him super strong.
Trailer moment.
Well, hopefully you had a lot of potassium to avoid cramps.
Over.
That's a no. I haven't had enough bananas.
Should have listened to the doctor.
Nobody ever has a good time in Cerebro.
What do you think it's like actually being in there witnessing all this shit going on?
Remember in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory where they're on the boat and they see all the weird visions in the chocolate river?
Yeah.
Probably that.
Oh.
Elf.
Stop the Cerebro. I want to get off. Thank you.
Should have shaved your head. This would have never happened if it was made of metal.
If only it was metal.
It is metal. Rusty. Magneto gets a little chub.
Your penis?
Yeah.
I'll use medication for that.
Not in 1970.
It's the year my favorite Zeppelin album came out in 1970.
It's a good year.
He's the only one who can walk in both worlds.
Oh.
He's Wolverine.
And he's knocking at the door.
I remember how there's 50 more minutes in this because there's 2 climaxes at once. There's
parallel action.
There's future climax and past climax.
Sam, I don't think I can handle that many climaxes.
Clearly, multiple orgasms are not for you.
Ooh, Dolly.
Never said they were.
Josh can barely handle a single one.
Bit of a one-trick pony.
Hey.
Fire.
Most of these are being retconned. Especially that.
Thank
Indy,
God.
Indy, I love you.
McVoy's reaction being, dear God, they made those? Definitely not
I
X3.
don't want your life.
It's okay. None of us want X3 again.
I mean, I don't want to seek it out, but I'm not gonna.
I always like the scene.
Can you read my mind?
I remember this being a big trailer moment. I was like, oh man, I hope there's a lot of this in the movie, and it's one scene. But it's done really well.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily want more of
me.
this.
Guide me.
Touch me. Feel me.
I wanted this whole movie to just be a chess match between these two.
Ooh.
Oh God, could you imagine if you see like an older version of yourself? It's like, is that me? And it's like Jake, and you're like, oh God,
Why is it calling me by my first name?
Yeah. A bald-headed bastard. Oh,
I do look better bald.
just wait till apocalypse. Ooh.
So this is Charles traveling through Logan, through Kitty, to future Charles.
Yes.
Damn, that's one hell of a trip.
Mm. It's the Inception scene.
And Charles in the future is napping?
Patrick Stewart.
No, I mean like napping right now in his
No,
own
it's-
mind.
It's just happening in his mind palace.
Mm.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
His mind palace is China?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're going to take over the world, man.
Didn't you see Firefly?
Yeah.
Most unenthusiastic admission that you watched Firefly ever.
No, it just reminds me that it only had one season.
And a movie.
But still.
Hope Summers.
Hope Solo.
So how did he get out of the rut without Logan going into the past?
Too many questions.
Too many questions. Oh, is it? God, Hank. No one else gets to ride this lane.
Doctor Strange hands.
When did it become Jaws? So, can he see what those things are doing?
I assume because he was reading the blueprints.
Well, no, but I mean, how does he know?
He can see through the metal.
Okay,
I'm not making that up, Josh. I know you're giving me that.
No,
look.
I just... Dear God. Is that like a comic book thing or something for the film?
No, it's a comic book thing.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. That's the problem.
No, I'm just...
That's where you draw the line.
No, I draw many lines. That's just one of them.
No, my name's Elizabeth. Now she's just talking to herself and all these people.
Don't care.
Yeah. I mean, it's an airport. You just
It's 1973.
head down, keep walking.
If only they were metal.
You know, that's what Eric was saying while he was fucking with it. He was like, if only they were metal. Oh, wait, they are now. Something I've waited for
It's called
until
Star Trek. The Naked Times, Season 1, Episode 4.
Bolivar.
Oh, Bolivar.
today.
That means it can't change.
And you know who told me that? Old bald-headed me. Washington.
That's not in Washington, D.C.
Get on your shit, Singer.
It's fucking Arlington, Virginia.
I do love the wide-brimmed hat. Kind of a nod to his first appearance in the first movie. Also, metal balls. If only they are metal.
If only they are metal. Yeah, fondle them balls. That'll keep him stupefied. Come to daddy. He lost his horns.
Also, the Nazi coins in there, too. It was next to Havoc's vest.
I can't feel my legs. I mean, fuck Scott, but Scott.
But if you want to get him like last,
If you want to punch him in the face when you get him.
just make sure his glasses stay on.
Negatively reinforce him like the entire time so he doesn't become team leader.
Make him cry as often as possible.
Fail him the entire time he's at the school.
Because he is going to kill you at some point in the future.
And he is a failure.
Avengers vs. X-Men.
I use my mutant power. And what do I see? Legolas, what do your elf eyes see? Tease.
Taking the hobbits to Isengard.
So basically, he's got one of the mutant powers that Logan has.
He's a tracker. He's a master tracker. And he can jump around with adamantium knives.
Much like Wolverine.
So he's like faux Logan.
His older brother, Thunderbird, he was introduced to the same issue as part of the X-Men, giant-size X-Men in the 70s. And by the end of that first story, they killed him off because they were just like, what the fuck do we do with him?
Did his brother have any powers?
It's Warpath. And yeah, I mean, he's got the master, tracking and stuff.
Okay, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I love how Logan loves not being stopped at a metal detector. He's just like, oh.
I'm gonna miss that. If only he were metal.
Does she? Does she have to be? Okay, yeah, I agree. The old style footage is getting old.
And prosthetic Nixon.
He's staying
Always-
about the same.
Always old.
If they could just get the guy that played him in Geek, it would be fine.
Dan Hedaya.
Sure, if that's what it was. I'll believe you. I'm pregnant. Yeah, part of it sounds like digestive fluid just gurgling. Let me salute nothing.
It's like that scene in Iron Man 2 where they salute the Iron Soldier things. But not quite as dumb? Or is it more dumb? I haven't really decided yet.
Not quite as.
Okay. Meanwhile, at RFK...
Hostess.
Do you know why they have white seats in RFK's upper deck?
Is that where like home run balls hit?
That's exactly it.
Ah. In the current National Stadium, they just have little placards on, or I think they are a different color, but like they also have little placards commemorating like when it happened.
This is my favorite Magneto outfit, too, in the cinematic universe.
And this is why they stopped using RFK Stadium 30 years later.
Actually, it's in better condition right here at this moment than it was when I ever played in it.
I think by 1973, the Senators were already gone.
Yeah.
They became, what, the Texas Rangers?
No, weren't they the Astros?
Houston.
No, because the
The Canadian team.
Well, no, because the Canadian team became the Nationals.
Yeah. I thought they went there and then came back.
I don't
No, our original team went somewhere else, and then many years later, we got a Canadian team.
Astros are going to the World Series.
We got the Expos. Expos have cool uniforms. They should wear them as a throwback.
Oh, no, they became the Twins.
Oh, I was way off.
In 1961. No.
Yeah.
1971.
71.
Dick.
Wait, there must have been multiple iterations of the Senators.
Yeah. I'm coming up with a couple of different results.
Oh. Okay, so Senators went off in 1960 to become the Twins, and then a new team was founded as the Washington Senators for the 61 season, and then after 71, like I was saying, they became the Texas Rangers.
Ah. Yep, I just hit that part in the article. I concur.
There you have it. This is so necessary. Meanwhile, back in 2023...
No.
I'm not bummed that I don't have as much to do in this movie. Oh.
I'm so pregnant.
Fuck you.
Fuck me.
Fuck you.
Oh, what is he waving at me?
I do like that his helmet looks a little bit more stone.
Yeah.
One of the things we get in the...
To be fair, this is a better plan for disrupting Trask's...
it makes
shit.
it look like the robots are malfunctioning.
Yeah, an Ed 209 style.
Yeah. Behave yourselves.
That's right.
Show us what you've got. Only Rick and Morty fans get that.
Oh, now you've just pissed them off.
Yeah, they're like bees.
I like that the future Sentinels kind of look like Nimrod. Or, kind of like, like the... Well, no, the past Sentinels look like Nimrod and the future ones look like Master Mold. No, I was right with Nimrod. I'm always getting my Sentinel variations mixed up. Of course, Bishop's ability is to absorb energy and then channel it into his massive fucking dick, which is his gun.
That's cool.
But that's
thinking with
movie
portals.
Bishop. Because I know animated series Bishop didn't do that, did he?
No, he can absorb energy.
So he's like...
He's not quite Sebastian Shaw, who can absorb like kinetic energy and stuff.
He's more akin to like Rogue, where he can absorb power stuff.
You know how like Ness can absorb energy blasts and convert it into health in Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
He can convert it into...
So like Scott's blast could power him up.
Yeah, Scott, Havoc, all...
The entire Summers family.
Yes, even Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Who?
The third Summers brother.
He gets fucked in the face
Vulcan,
by a black
the
bolt.
god of lightning.
Jupiter's the god of lightning.
Thunder, then.
Gene
Fire.
Simmons.
Fuck everything. This is my house, but I'm leaving. God of Thunder!
Hey, we don't need this X-Jet anymore, do we? Fuck it. I control metal, but I'll still get hit by it. Which never really made sense to me, right?
At that age, I'm surprised he could deflect any of it.
Wow. He'd only be, what, about 100 years old in 2023 if he was a Holocaust survivor?
Shh.
Comics.
Mutant.
Elastic timeline.
Yeah.
Stunts.
Action McAvoy.
Trailer.
Hey, look, it's the vice president's residence. Was the vice president's residence.
President's residence.
Now
the senators play at the White House.
Go. Fourth.
Gotta run out of ammunition at some point, guys. But your sacrifice will be in vain. It's like it's like Bishop's holding a Spartan laser.
Yeah.
I've been hit. Well, clearly in his old age, he's just not able to stop all of them. Rocked!
It's like the
Peekaboo.
Winter Soldier noise. Ah! Ah! Get your pregnant ass out of here.
That's a double homicide in some states.
Oh, he goes out pretty awesomely, too.
None of them go out well.
I can't convert this.
I can absorb this, right? No, too much.
And
It's like when Vegeta blows himself
Eyeball.
up to take out Majin Buu.
I like to see one of his eyes just go flying out.
Accidentally gets himself.
He just traps himself in the wall. Ah!
If only it was metal. I always thought this was a cool shot. Gets that kind of...
Now you're thinking with portals.
Yeah.
Where's Stephen Merchant?
Who do you think's killing all the mutants?
Stephen Merchant is the mocap for all the Sentinels because he's tall and lanky like that.
That was a joke. Ha ha. I laughed.
Anyway, have some cake. It's delicious and moist. Beast mode!
We need you to get angry,
So
Hank.
glad that he doesn't say that every time he hanks out.
Yes, sir.
Mutant!
It's like real steel all over again.
Yeah. Remember, your bones can break this time.
Bones not stronger than metal?
It's not made out of metal, it's made out of space-age polymer. Imagine if you were made out of metal, I'd be able to stop you.
I like how you just kind of like...
It's like an empire.
Yeah. Ooh. Ow.
I always thought kind of visually it looked like the image of Wolverine getting his adamantium pulled out.
I think that's probably what they were going for, too.
Yeah. Kind of, because, I have that album cover, that issue cover.
I do, too.
Yeah. X-Men number 25.
It's a great album.
Nothing but hits.
It's really like X-Men Alive.
Yeah. It's a lot of live staples on that one. Oh, no.
Shitting himself.
Get fucked.
Oh, I thought he was just going to rip him in pieces.
This was a bad idea.
Sploosh. Hey, look, a helicarrier.
Yeah.
That would have been the greatest time to save that. Fuck you!
That's how you kill Wolverine.
Yeah, Jason Aaron, who was probably my favorite Wolverine writer, like overall, was just like, yeah, he just drown him.
Yeah, Deadpool figured that out in the first Ain't No Way thing he did.
But I mean, it wouldn't actually kill him, would it?
If he's not taken, he can't breathe. He's just.
Yeah, he can regenerate, but that doesn't.
There's no. Yeah.
There's nothing to regenerate.
Eventually, his brain runs out of oxygen.
Ah.
It's not so much damaged tissue as it is, just straight up fucking lack of
Okay,
oxygen.
we get it with the eyes.
I need bone marrow and spinal fluid.
And other things we don't understand yet.
And I'm not sure why, but it sounds good. Hey, Stryker, just stop.
Just be like, we need stem cells too. I mean, come on.
I don't even know what that is yet in 1973. I have yellow eyes. The West Wing, created by Aaron Sorkin.
This sequence written and directed by Aaron Sorkin.
I'm interested. He's doing his directorial debuts coming out soon.
Has he not directed?
Only show ran and written.
Oh.
And produced, but he's never properly directed.
Oh, fuck me.
He's even acted, Shows up in 30 Rock as himself, and Tina Fey's like, "What about Studio 60?" And he's like, "Shut up."
Did we just do a walk and talk?
Yeah.
That was a fun show.
Studio 60 or 30 Rock?
Both.
No, I never saw Studio 60. I can't speak.
I'm Magneto.
And your guns.
Damn it, Eric, you crippled him again.
I can't. Well, you're not supporting your argument right now, man.
You're afraid that we'll kill you all, like I'm about to.
And
my Laffy Taffy.
that's basically how Iceman goes out in the road cut.
There goes, and there, the fucking Warpath death, where he's just like, "Give us a kiss."
Hey, look, it's Scarlet Witch, but not really.
Emma Frost.
Still a better actor.
1,000,000%. She should have been metal.
Darwin?
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
I can make everybody in this bar throw up if I wanted to. I'm a toad.
I'll be played by Ray Park in the future. Today!
So what is she throwing?
Portals? I don't know. Make a wish.
Manifests a thing. Just like bone throwy guy in Last Stand.
Marrow or
Yeah.
Spike or one of those guys.
She just... Acting.
Old men shaking hands.
They're going to be back on Broadway this summer.
Good.
Love to see. I think they're doing Waiting for Godot again. I hate that play, though. It's not a favorite of mine. Because he never fucking shows up.
That's the whole point.
Oh.
That's like Midnight Special, never telling you the answer.
Yeah, but the name Midnight Special isn't called What Happens to the Little Kid.
It might as well be.
No, it's the biggest question that it never answers is what is the special at midnight?
I do like that. That's the song that that's the song that the Twilight Zone movie starts to. Midnight Special by CCR. The Dan Aykroyd sequence, the Dan Aykroyd prologue. Not mutant. Oh, okay.
Human. But I must complete my mission.
Dad! Oh.
I've been shot in the neck slightly. Stand down mode. Why was he able to control the actual, power?
Man, that's some bad ADR.
Yeah.
Pointless parkour kicking.
Wouldn't it have hurt to hit that helmet?
I don't know.
There's a lot of things that could have happened.
Hmm.
I got this.
Anticipatory dinklage.
It's really
I'm melting.
This sucks, guys.
Oh.
There's a scene in the that you don't get in this version, but in the I think it's a mid-credit scene in the Rogue cut. You see what becomes of Trask after this. He's in Magneto's cell in the Pentagon in a straitjacket.
Mm.
Serious face, ah.
Boom.
It never happened.
So what is that place used for then in the future?
I presume it was just
Sex.
I presume it was there before the Sentinels. It looks like some holdover. That
Some
they,
old altar churchy kind of thing.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Good, because Hank's not going to be able to beast out for a while.
Yeah, you overdosed on the juice.
The juice.
I could tell your brain to blow up your heart right now.
I suppose it could.
Oh!
To the heavens.
What about the helmet?
Yeah, surprisingly, he's a lot lighter without that thing. He can just fly.
We good.
Mystique, good?
Oh, that's so Raven.
We good.
Pimp walk out.
If only it was metal.
He'll be fine.
What about Logan?
What about Bob? But seriously, what about Logan? How did he get out?
Magic.
Future.
Golden oldies.
Wolverine doesn't read.
If only this alarm clock was metal. If only that doorknob was metal.
And make everything better.
If only Eric Bana was metal.
He is metal.
If only that kid was metal.
That kid rooms next to Wolverine. Bullshit.
Kid is way too much of a nerd to be that close to Wolverine.
It's like the coolest thing ever.
Hey, you died. And you weren't even in this movie.
Hey, this is the only scene you have in this version.
Too busy doing True Blood. It's good to see he's not ripped in half.
Like Laffy Taffy.
Oh, man.
Granted, Logan knows nothing about what happened to them. Oh,
There he is.
pimp walk.
Beast. For real.
That was a last-minute addition, like during the reshoots, and they flew Kelsey Grammer out in secret to the set, so they could, as they did with Famke Janssen and James Marsden.
But he was excited to come back for the role for that scene, wasn't he?
I'm sure, yeah.
He
And
was like, Superman Returns didn't pan out. I want back in.
I don't mean him. I meant
Kelsey,
yeah.
Oh.
yeah, no, because he actively campaigned to be Beast in X-Men: The Last Stand.
Yeah.
And, yeah, as soon as he heard about the possibility of even just cameoing, he was like, "Yeah, there's an X for a table."
If only we're metal. Is that Jessica Rabbit?
No, it's Melisandre from Game of Thrones.
Whoa, Red Queen. I don't actually watch Game of Thrones. In Goldeneye.
What's that? Anyone ever watch Hemlock Grove?
I watched the first episode.
Oh,
Because I know of it.
Yeah,
It was awful.
that's what I hear.
Don't tell Jinx.
I'll tell her.
Fucker.
Douche.
Yeah, how dare I have my own opinion? God, Josh.
No, not
Man.
you.
Scott.
Oh,
Yeah, Scott said Logan. I was just douche.
Yeah. You're a dick. Okay.
I know you're the real one. Snicked middle claw.
The only elements of the
Hey, that's still an
Whedon
X.
script that in the Stormline.
Professor, you're still alive.
And you're still in a hover chair. The Patrick Stewart face, though.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Cotter.
So the Logan from 1973, up until he wakes up, that consciousness just got erased?
Basically.
Well,
That's gotta suck.
I would posit that it's still there. Like, or rather, like, Xavier can unlock it kind of thing, just like with his other suppressed memory. Come on. Like Logan hasn't had enough suppressed memories that we could just believe that he could still, like, be like, oh, bleep, bloop, bleep, boom. There's all your memories from the last 50 years.
Just Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete.
Oh, here it is.
Ow.
They just fell out?
No, I think they yanked it all out.
He's dead.
If that newspaper is printed, how long was Logan in the Potomac?
Yeah. Well, he's kind of bloated.
Oh god, I think his body actually pushed all the metal out.
Yeah, well, that would be in line with his usual powers.
And for how long he was in that river, too. Damn.
Yeah.
So wait.
It's Colonel. Give me Jake's favorite trick, please. There it is.
Oh, let's end it on a high note. Might as well just restart the opening credits. Bullshit CG.
So that basically retcons X-Men Origins Wolverine, the Wolverine, and I guess in a way
X-Men 1, 2, and 3.
In a way, yeah, we don't know what actually happened.
Yeah. Basically,
Which is
the only
kind of
thing
amazing
the
if
only
you think
thing
about
that's
it.
still canon is First Class.
Yep.
Yeah. It's kind of amazing they did that.
Yeah.
Now-
And the ending of this film.
Well,
Well, I mean,
this
yes,
entire
First Class to this,
yeah,
minus the opening scene.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Or anything that dealt with the future.
Yeah.
Yep.
Question:
Yeah.
do we know if that means that Wolverine still has the adamantium?
We don't, but if we see in the trailer if that's actually Wolverine.
Oh yeah, there
got
is
the
that shot
adamantium.
that's like, ooh, that might be
So,
Wolverine.
Wolverine gets his medal,
Maybe.
well, we're led to believe, a hell of a lot sooner than he actually did initially.
the same time?
It takes place in Apocalypse takes place in the early '80s, and X-Men Origins Wolverine takes place in '79.
And this took place in like 73?
70.
Okay, well then I guess, yeah.
Around the same time. If
If
that is him going, oh, look, Anna Paquin got really high billing. Above
right,
Ellen
Ellen
Page. Oh, and it's not even in alphabetical order.
yeah.
I guess he
I mean,
meets the X-Men a lot sooner than he was supposed to.
Maybe.
Then, because
Yeah.
of these events.
we still don't know.
We'll find out in a couple months.
I mean,
guys.
arguably, yes, he meets the X-Men sooner because we saw him meet the
This
X-Men.
fan binging. Anyway,
Whoa, and Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart got dual building.
there you go, man. But yeah, that's X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yeah, there's a post-credit scene that we're probably not going to stick around for because fuck it, we've been. Oh, okay, yeah, Yeah.
Because fuck it.
I've seen it.
yeah.
We could
mean,
fill him in for
You,
it.
yeah.
I'm assuming you guys have seen it before. If not, it's fucking Apocalypse and the Four Horsemen in
Yeah.
ancient Egypt.
And he's building a pyramid with his mind.
Yeah, with his mom. Yeah, so in reviewing these movies, it's been a lot of fun. Because I don't watch these movies on the reg.
Yeah.
Really.
I will say that this still holds up as my favorite.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say that.
You're still a Wolverine.
Still
man.
second favorite.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, I mean that's hopefully you enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
Of course, on the main show, when it eventually comes out, we'll let you know what we think of X-Men Apocalypse. I guess is that a Memorial Day release as well?
Yes, it's the end of the month.
Okay, cool. So I guess this month.
Yes, it's
Shit.
the May 20 something or other.
Shit, really?
Yeah, no, we get 2
Jeez.
Marvel movies this month.
Oh, pucker
One-
up your ass cheeks.
Yeah, it's I think it's May 27th
Okay.
is like the official release date.
Right on.
Yeah, man. So you
It's
get
a Star Wars weekend release.
Ooh.
Because normally, or in the past, Star Wars movies were always the last one of the
Day
last.
week.
Yeah, around Memorial Day because that's when George Lucas's birthday is.
So there you have it. But yeah, so we'll let you guys know what we think of it. Hope you enjoyed revisiting these movies with us, and we got another humdinger of a motherfucker of a franchise coming up next. We're gonna take it to the final frontier.
All for you,
Mm.
Sam.
Christ.
About fucking time.
Well, yeah, it's the 50th anniversary of that that franchise, which should pretty much key you in on what it is. And of course, they got a new movie coming out in July.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff that just kind of to ring that in. All for me. Fuck you.
no, it's
Fuck
not for
you.
me.
Yeah. So this has been another Geek Out commentary. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
See you next time.
Bye.
This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a new commentary every Monday. We've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.